interesting concept that just came across my ears, and I wanted to put it out there for you folks, see if it doesn't ring true for anybody else. So Milton Friedman was an economist, and I've heard the name before, and I know I've come across some of his teachings in other places before, so the name's familiar to me anyways. Had written several treatises on economics and psychology, which is, there's an interplay there. And he stated there are 4 laws, immutable laws of economics about spending money, and this rings true to me. See if it doesn't ring true to you. The most efficient way to spend money is you spending your own money on yourself, right? You care about your quality and you care about the price, right? Because it's your money and you want good quality stuff. The second most productive way to spend money is you spending, I'm sure if I get this right, you spending your money on somebody else, because you want to make sure that you're still getting a good deal. You don't really care as much about quality. I'm buying something for somebody else. It's not the same thing as buying it for myself. I want it to be good, but I don't really want it to be overly, I'm not going to give it the same respect that I give it to myself. So you spending your money on somebody else, second most efficient. The third, or maybe the second least efficient way, is you spending somebody else's money on yourself, because you want the best quality, but you don't care how much you're going to pay for it because it's somebody else's money, right? So you'll crank up the quality and not care so much about the amount you pay for it because it's somebody else's money. Again, you might be true-minded, but this is in general. And then the fourth the least efficient way to spend money is you spending somebody else, or somebody else spending somebody else's money on somebody else. So me taking money from him to pay for something for her. I don't care how much money I take from them, and I don't care how good the quality is going to be. It's just a very inefficient way. The checks aren't there because I'm very removed from the equation, because I'm not getting any benefit except for, of course, I'm going to take a little kickback. Then I'm going to actually try to get as much money as I can from them and have as little quality as possible, because I get to funnel more of it into myself. And that is government spending in a nutshell. Government taking tax dollars from one person and spending it on another person. It is the least efficient way to spend money. Now, I'm not an anarchist. I'm not saying that there should be no government, but that concept does ring true for explaining why government services are expensive and shoddy, right? Not to say that people who work in government necessarily don't work hard. I think there's a fair amount of equally working hard and not working hard in both government and private sector. But that idea of, is there a check on how much we pay for things, and is there a check for how good it is? I think you can make a really strong argument that says that's where we fall down when we expect that pulling in tax dollars to pay for services for other taxpayers is not an efficient way to spend money. Sounds really true to me. If you have comments or anything like that, let me hear them, because I'm very curious to see if you've come across this before and you have other examples or can tell me where I'm wrong. Cheers.